So dear parents and students, welcome back to another video on TestprepKart channel. I believe all of you are doing great and staying safe. Well, what we'll discuss in today's video? In today's video, we will discuss about the list of engineering courses after class 12th and their aspect. Well, you must be heard about these courses like computer science engineering or mechanical engineering or civil engineering. But in this video, you will get to know a diversity of courses. So without wasting much time, let's start. Well, all these courses are categorized into the main courses, which you know, and these are 6. Let me tell you, this is BE or BE Honors, then BTech or BTech Honors. Then the third one is simply Bachelor in Engineering, that is BENG. Then the fourth one is Bachelor of Science, that's BSc in Engineering and Technology. Then the fifth one is Bachelor of Engineering Science, that's popularly known as BESc. And the sixth one is Bachelor of Applied Science, or that's popularly known as BASc. So there's a difference between BESc and BASc. Well, in this video, we will discuss about the list of courses under this main course, and we'll also discuss about what are the future aspects. All right, let's start. Let's start with discussing about the computer science engineering. Well, you know, so once you study the computer science engineering, what are the expertise area that you will have? Well, after going through the computer science engineering, you will have expertise in cloud computing, you will have expertise in database management, you will have expertise in computer design, you will have expertise in computer network and software testing, which is of huge demand these days. So once you do this engineering course, what are the career options? Well, you are open to various career options at this point of time, which includes software engineering or software engineer, or you will be mobile application developer, or you will be software tester or IT administrator. So these are the career options after computer science engineering. If I discuss about the other one, which is mechanical engineering. So for the mechanshi or mechanical engineering, you will have exposure in these sectors. Like you must be like developing few qualities in analyzing, designing, manufacturing and maintaining products. Now this is in that area where you have expertise in engineering, physics or mathematics. Well, once you do this course, these are the career options. Like you will have options like control and instrumentation engineer, or you will have options like automobile engineer or mechanical engineer or CAD or aerospace engineer. Well, ample options after this point of time. And again, you are open to various government jobs in India if you do this course. Now, if I discuss about the electrical engineering. So for the electrical engineering, once you do, what are the exposure area for you? This includes application of electricity or electronic device in electromagnetism or acoustics or signal processing or electromagnetic compatibility. Now, once you do this course, which is electrical engineering, then there are various career options. Now, this includes majorly the government one. But if I talk about particularly in the private sector, this includes electrical engineer, you would be electrical engineer, or network engineer, or broadcast engineer, or acoustic consultant. All right. So again, this course is of huge demand these days, electrical engineer. I'm telling you in a very increasing order. Well, the next course we have is civil engineering. Now, civil engineering has its own like a place where this holds, and this is like very good in terms of exposure. If I particularly talk about like in planning or designing or constructing or maintaining. Now, this includes like taking tender and building roads, bridges, pipelines or buildings. Well, the career options after this point of time is design engineer or site engineer. You will be consulting civil engineer, contracting civil engineer, building control surveyor. So these are the career options after civil engineering. Now, if I talk about the new and updated version of engineering, that's called telecommunication. Well, telecommunication engineering is of huge demand these days because of like huge number of networking, you know. So after doing this telecommunication engineering, what are the exposure areas for you? This includes high-speed data transmission, this includes wireless communication, this includes satellite transmission, this includes internet network. And once you do this course, once you have exposure in these particular areas, these are the career options, which includes network system analyst or broadcast technician or data communication analyst, a huge demand these days, or signal intelligence analyst or technical manager. So if you are someone who are confused that I want to do something new or something different from the other people, then must go for this course telecommunication engineering, because once you do this course telecommunication engineering, you are always open to doing MBA, and that is in telecommunication. So you have like great exposure, right? That's a very good thing. Now, before I move forward and discuss the other aspects, let me announce a very important part here. Now, this is for the NRIs. So, for the NRIs, we have prepared an NRI ebook that is related to DASA and CIWG. You can download it from the link in the description below. So, we have a compiled set of NRI ebooks that will really help these guys to prepare well in the examination. Let's move forward. Let's discuss about the new version of technology, which includes food processing. So food processing is again of a huge demand these days. Well, what is food processing? Food processing is just adding values to the commodities. Like suppose if you are processing paddy, so paddy hardly comes at around 10 to 12 or 15 rupees per kg. When you do the processing, this comes around 40, 45, 50. That depends upon the variety of paddy that you have processed. So in this, you have a separate study that's called food technology or food processing and technology. So under this, once you read this course, once you go through this course, you will exposure in food processing, then you have exposure in application of food engineering, then you will have exposure in preservation of food engineering and preservation of food. A huge demand is why? Because now every country is into food processing. Food processing is adding value. On the same time as it is just increasing the income of the farmers, on the same time removing the middleman, right? So it's of huge demand these days. So again, a good option, which is food processing. Now, what are the career options after this point of time? Well, once you do this course, you will have enough opportunities in the government sector, because in the government sectors, there are various schemes, there are various projects that goes on, and you can apply in that project. That is one thing. But in the private, you have options like food technologist or quality manager or technical brewer or food product and development director or scientific laboratory technician. So these are the career options after food processing and technology. Now, if I discuss about the other one, which is agricultural engineering. So agricultural engineering is again not a very new vertical in the engineering domain, but this is old and of like little demand, like it is a niche engineering. Why? Because the career options is very limited to like agriculture domain only. Now in the agriculture domain, this comes food processing. In the agriculture domain, it comes horticulture, right? So there are other aspects. Agriculture itself is a very huge domain if you see. Well, once you do this course, which is agriculture engineering, then what are the career options? What are the, like, first let me tell you about the exposure. In which areas you'll have exposure. So you will have exposures in principle in different fields of engineering like chemical, mechanical, electrical, food processing and civil engineering. And then what are the career options? Well, the career options includes food safety application engineer or agriculture result scientist or conservation scientist and foresters and soil and plant scientists. So these are the career options. Now the private one, but again you are always open to the government projects, government jobs after this agriculture, okay? Because there are reputed organizations like NABARD, there are reputed organizations like State Livelihood Mission where the people look for these courses, right? So this is about the agriculture engineering. Now let's discuss about the other one, which is the environmental engineering. Now environmental engineering is what most of the countries are moving into. Yes, because now the system is like defining the sustainability, the concept of sustainability, and this is a separate vertical or the separate, you can say, a course on which the studies goes on sustainability only. Now sustainability simply doesn't mean that, like, you know the definition of sustainability. Well, in terms of the corporates, there is a special vertical that's called CSR, which is corporate social responsibility. So under that, there are various job options, and in that they look for the people who have environmental engineering or environmental management. Once you do this course, which is environmental engineering, then what are the exposure areas for you? This includes principal in different field of engineering. Yes, this includes chemical, mechanical, electrical, food processing and sustainability. Well, why I'm telling this thing? Because this environmental engineering is actually the mapping of various courses. Yes, at one point you will be reading mechanical, at one point you will be reading electrical or let's say food processing, but at the last you will end up all these concepts with the concept of sustainability. And then you have a huge career options, which includes CSR of all the corporates, which includes government organizations, which includes n number of options. Let me tell you about the career option. Now this includes environmental engineer, waste product manager, green building engineer, pollution control engineer, and then this includes environmental engineering consultants. You will be consultant. Well, there are reputed organizations operating worldwide. That includes like Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, right? These are the foundations which actually finance the other organizations like all the CSR bodies to bring the concept of sustainability on the same time impacting the society in a very better way, right? So there are various career options after this environmental engineering. And also, once you do this environmental engineering, there is a proper MBA which is related to engineering in environment only, right? And again, in the environment, as I told, it is just like agriculture, which is a very huge domain. In that you can choose vertical. In the environment, you goes to development management. In the environment, you goes to, let's say, like plantation management. In the environment, you goes to, let's say, conservation and livelihood management. So there are much options after this point of time. Well, we have a separate blog page, that's http:/bangalorestudy.com/blog list of engineering courses after class 12. So you visit this, just type this, and you'll have more and more courses after class 12, and that's all related to engineering one. All right, so again, read all those courses, go through it, do your research work, and then see that yeah, this is good for me, because ultimately check in terms of future point of view, because that is going to help you, right? Not as like you're going to enjoy the 4 years, that is not going to work. All right, check your interest and then choose a final course. So this is all about this video. I hope you enjoyed. Again, if you have any doubts, any questions, feel free to write in the comment section below. I see you in the next video. Thank you.